dark and stormy Monday, when suddenly, from the darkness, emerged a Chris. Hello! I just realized I forgot to put on my necklace. Susan and I are fine. I know, we're fine. I just took it off because I was wearing a hoodie earlier. Hello, good evening, good beautiful night, as it is the case with most of the United States. Hi, how has your week been? My week has just been absolutely fantastic. Yes, as Chris points out, the Spider-Man trailer just dropped and I am boggled. This mind is fully bedoggled. Is this working? Yes, it is working. Okay, apologies. I just had to go check that. It is an absolutely gorgeous night. It's been really beautiful lately, like weather-wise, temperature-wise, which has been absolutely fantastic. I've really been enjoying actually not dying of heat first thing in the morning. Granted, that happens later on. But first thing in the morning, it's beautiful. So I will say hello now. Hello, Chris. Hello, Stefan. Hey, Hannah. Welcome to the party, if you will. It's just been one of those days where everything has thankfully gone right. Including, I got a few photos printed, which I haven't done in a long time. And it's wild just to, I don't know, I recommend it. Instead of just looking at pictures on like my computer screen, it's nice to be like, oh, this is a physical thing that I can hold in my hand. And it's just like, oh, so I put these on my desk, and it's really nice. Hello, Artuo? I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce your name, but hello, greetings, hi. Hello from the US. Oh, I wish I could not die of heat. Yeah, you're in the South. I apologize. Did I just apologize for the I'm sorry. Which I definitely control. Here, let me just turn that down a knob. Let me reach into the universal like control box here. I couldn't think of the word for that for a sec. Hi, James. Hi. I had a bit of an incident yesterday that I want to tell you about. I want to show you about. It all started with I was enjoying the beautiful weather, the nice temperatures that we've been having, by going on a lovely walk up on the mountain. This beautiful hike in this beautiful place. It was so nice. It was so nice, in fact, that, pardon me, I decided why not lay down on the ground. And you know what? I did. As you can see, I'm laying on my backpack, so I wasn't wearing my white shirt in the dirt. But I just kind of laid down there and took a little, not quite sleep per se, but definitely a nice relaxing close of the eyes. There was nobody around, and it was just nice to just relax. Little did I know how short-lived that would be. As I continue on my hike afterwards, fully like recharged and refreshed. Oh, okay, that's a little cringy selfie, but I was just really having a good time. Just enjoying the beautiful cacti, the smell of cacti specifically, when out of nowhere, this helicopter flew like right over me. And, oops, did I just knock my webcam off? Did I just knock my webcam off? No, okay. Sorry, I heard something fall and got worried about that. And I'm like, what on earth? Helicopters never fly this low. What in the world? I could have thrown a rock and hit it. And then I noticed that a few more are coming up. And I'm like, what is going on? This isn't normal. I hope they don't think I'm a lost hiker or something. I'm fine. Turns out, no. Oh, that was the beautiful view. So this, as you can see, one of the helicopters way out there. This was the beautiful view. What I did not realize was there was a wildfire happening. Well, okay, wildfire is a little bit exaggerated. It was a brush fire. But as you can see, with all this dead, dried bush, It can turn into a wildfire real quick. I was completely oblivious to this fact. And then they were right there. Like, look at how low that is. That's the path right there. A human probably stands about this high. Look at how close they were. It scared the daylights out of me. Yeah, so there was a wildfire right here. It was on the other side of this mountain, but you can see the smoke right there. And they just kept circling overhead. And eventually I thought, oh, I hope they don't think I'm the arsonist, because I'm the only person up on this hill. I was wearing sunglasses. I don't know. I was worried that they would think I was the one that did it. So I skedaddled my little booty back home. As you can see, there was a friggin' fire truck trying to navigate through the trail here, which I do not envy. I don't know how they got down. There's not really a place to turn around. I'm sure that they didn't back up the entire way, and I really hope they didn't do like an Austin Powers 50-point turn here. But geez Louise. Thankfully they got it out, but that was my excitement. I was actually on the phone with Chris, and it took them a little bit longer to get it out than I thought that they would, but they did eventually, thank goodness. So we're good. Everything's great. But woo, that was my adventure yesterday. I legit started thinking, great, well, I need to pack up again. We've already had a flood. Are we going to have a fire now? So, you know, pictures of the entire house were taken, just in case. Oh, and then this is today. This is just a picture of Emmy being cute. I just wanted to share that with you. Aww. That was all. So that was my adventure the other day. That was quite the experience. It was friggin' wild having a helicopter in the air so close to you. Jeez Louise, it was loud. It was so loud and windy. Well, I mean, that's kind of a given. But anyway, so that was kind of the most exciting thing that has happened to me this week. How about you? What's been the most exciting thing that has happened to you this week? I would love to hear it. Because, yeah, between that and honestly just these pictures being printed, it's sad. But, like, I don't know. There's something about... It's one thing to look at the picture you took on your phone, but it's another to, like, hold it in your hands and know that this... Even if, God forbid, there's a terrible ransomware attack or something and all of my digital photos are destroyed forever, if there's like an EMP or like a big solar flare, these will still remain. And that's pretty neat. And anybody's still excited for me to come back to Vietnam. Nice. Oh, I'm so happy for you. That's going to be so special, especially after the year and a half, almost 2 years. No, it won't be almost 2 years till next March, so we got a while to go. I can still say a year and a half-ish. But anyway, that's completely irrelevant. I'm really happy for you. Nice, nice, nice. Yes! Chris's big news! He signed a lease on a house and is moving at the end of September. Congratulations, man. That is so exciting, and I'm so happy for you. And excited to see just what the future brings for the life of Chris. That genuinely is super awesome, and I'm just friggin' pumped for you, man. I'm so happy for you! You're moving! That's so exciting! That's so exciting! I'm so happy for you. I also have to burp pretty bad. Apparently I don't. Now that I've called attention to it, it's not gonna happen. I guess not. Well, okay then. Apologies for that little distraction. But yeah, that's kind of been the latest haps in my world, is the whole fire experience and printing photos. Is there literally anything else that's happened to me this week? Oh, I got a haircut. as you can see, but that's not particularly exciting. And I voted, which was super fun. Voting, pretty pog. Yeah, boy. Thankfully, look at that. It came with an I voted sticker on it. So, GG, voting people, for realizing that was the best part. I've only voted in person one time in my life, but I got the I voted sticker, and that made it all worth it. Oh, pretty flowers. I take a lot of photos that I just don't really post anywhere, because like I like that photo, but it doesn't. I don't know. It's kind of. It's not particularly interesting. There's Emmy. Oh, this was my before haircut pics. If you ever wondered what it's like to go through my camera roll, it's just a lot of this. And then getting that haircut, because woof, look at how long it was in the back. Jeez Louise. Yes, I took my camera in to get my haircut. Anyway, believe me, I'm excited to explore my new neighborhood. Yes, dude, that's gonna be so cool. Just to walk around and yeah, just explore. Can confirm that's one of the best things. Even I've lived in this neighborhood for quite a long time, and even now sometimes I'll see a street and I'm like, I haven't gone down that. And then I go down that. And it's great. Also, I just realized, another neat little thing that happened. This isn't particularly interesting, I guess, but it's just a thing that happened this week, is I finally got a bedside table. That you can't see it. Excuse me. Ooh, can you see it now? Not really. Okay, it's too low. I have a bedside table, finally! So I have a place to charge my phone. Fun fact, I didn't have a place to charge my phone. So for the longest time, I've literally just been falling asleep with it in my hand and then charging it in the morning. But that's kind of inefficient. So, super happy about that. Thank you, IKEA. Supercuts for the win. Same lady's been cutting my hair there since 2008. Nice! Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of the same thing. I have no particular, like, supercuts. I don't know. I see people saying on Reddit and stuff, like, go to a legit barber. It will be a so much better experience. But I haven't really found a good barber nearby. And I know where Starbucks Supercuts is. My mind has been on Starbucks recently, can you tell? The high school football season started this week in my state. Nice. Okay, Alabama. That is the one thing that I know about Alabama, is they take their high school football. Is it high school? No, it's college football. Is it college football? They take one of their academic sports, football, very seriously. And football is the one sport that I understand and can follow. So I am right there with them. Last time that I visited my friends Anna and Ray, who live in Alabama, that was one thing that like we all watched. I'm pretty sure it was college. Is it college or high school? Oh my gosh, I think it's college, where it's like Bama versus the other Alabama team. Oh my gosh, this is gonna drive me crazy. But yeah, so football, very fun. Go sports. Oh my gosh, what was it? It was Bama versus someone. And I've started rubbing my eyes and I can't stop because it feels really good to do. All football in try that sentence again. All football in Alabama is taken very seriously. Yep, can confirm. I'm not from there, but my dad is, and I've grown up rooting for Auburn. That's who it was. It was like Bama versus Auburn, and one sister is for Bama, and one sister is for Auburn. And I'm not 100% sure which is which, so I don't want to say out loud in case I get it wrong, and then we'll suffer the wrath of both of them, and that is just fear that I do not need in my life. Okay, thank you. Sorry. But yeah, so that's a fun thing. Thank you to my dad and my little brother for teaching me how to enjoy football, which is the one sport that I can do. Yo, Hannah. The last time we did a paid haircut for Ryan, I think it was a sports-themed haircut place. Was it Sports Clips? Because that's the area where they like have the TVs, right? Where you can watch. It was something like that. It was a few months after we got married so I could learn how to cut his hair, and I've done it ever since. Oh, that's wholesome and economical. Nice. And sustain, like that's pretty great. I'm jealous. I wish I could cut my own hair. I'm just really scared to try. Hey, Stefan! Hey! Welcome to the party. We are talking about haircuts. Absolutely fascinating subject, I know. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's been a really good week. And it's nice. The past few weeks have been going surprisingly well. And I don't want to say like I'm surprised by it, because that sounds wrong. But like, you know, you kind of expect like, okay, it's going to go well for a little bit and then something will go wrong. And I felt that way like 2 weeks ago. And it's still been pretty great. So I don't know, I'm just hanging in there and just really along for the ride. Things have been really great lately, and I'm very, 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 very thankful. And like there have been challenges, like I'm still working on that little like setting up my own security camera project, and I've hit a few snags, but I'm getting through them. And right now mostly my problem is just hiding the cable. I think I showed you last time. I just have this ugly cable here, and then that's the mess. That's the mess that I have to clean up. That's the actual brains of the computer. How has on-campus learning been? It actually hasn't quite started yet. Maybe that's going to be when everything goes wrong. But thank you for asking. I am really excited about it. It starts soon. It's not quite. Man, that burp made an appearance. It just like knocked on the doorbell, and then I opened the door and it had already dashed away. Truly a tragedy. But yeah, I am so excited for in-person experience for the first time. What's it gonna be like? My goal. You want to know a wholesome story here? Are you ready? So when I grew up with the same batch of kids in school. It was from kindergarten to 5th grade. Same kid. Occasionally a new one would pop in. This is such a weird way to phrase it. Or someone would have to move away. But generally it was like the same core group. It was me, Holton, and 2 other kids. I mean, and a couple others, but like we were like the core. And so when I moved to North Carolina, that was the biggest. I never really learned how to make friends as a kid. Not necessarily due to being homeschooled, but just not exposure to new people a lot. So when we first moved there, for 1 year, my mother put us in a local school. And obviously, I was quite nervous, quite intimidated. And my first day, this kid, as I'm walking into this school for the first time, he notices me. Obviously, I'm not like the other kids that were there, because I didn't join in the first day of class. I joined in like a week in or something like that. Like we were a little bit late, but the school let us in. and I'm gonna change his name, but like he just walks up to me and is like, "Sup, I'm Cody," and I'm like, "Hi, I'm Chris." He's like, "Cool, want to be friends?" I was like, "Sure." He's like, "Awesome, see you at lunch." And that was just it. That was my friend Cody. And like, that was that made me really happy. And that kind of is the kind of energy that I want to bring into on-campus learning, because obviously I'm not going to be the only person that has not had on-campus learning in the past year and a half. Everybody's going to be a little bit off, and I really want to like make friends. And that that also happened when I first moved here to LA. I was at an event at the YouTube space, and this guy walked up to me and was like, "Hi, I'm Jack." That's not his name, but I'll go with that. "Hi, I'm Jack." And I was like, "Hi, I'm Chris." And he was like, "Look, I'm gonna be totally honest with you, man. I just moved to LA and I just want to make some local friends here." And I was like, "What a coincidence, same." And he's like, "Yo, that's so awesome." And then we bonded and we hung out a few times. And he was also a neat dude. So like that can work even when you're adult. And that's kind of the energy that I want to bring to on campus, is like, you know, hey, this is just weird for everybody involved, but hi, I'm Chris. You wanna like be friends? You wanna study? And that's just kind of like, don't be shy, drop his channel. I don't think he actually made YouTube videos. Or if he did, he never told me his channel. But yeah, it was just, I don't know. That's the kind of energy that I want to bring. That very wholesome, good vibes. So yeah, or even if I don't, like, I don't know. It's a kind of like fake it till you make it. Like, I'm gonna be nervous, but I've resigned to, or I've told myself that I'm not going to let that get in the way. So, well, that was me with Christian Taylor. I saw him in the basement the first night of BlimeyCon. I remember that night when like half the house was downstairs. Half the people were sitting on that couch with his camera rig, and I was like, "You're a vlogger, let's be friends." That checks. That was really just the mood of that entire night. I met some awesome people, which was, I wasn't expecting to meet new people. I was expecting to just be there with my friends, but I did. And that was pretty neat. So, yeah. Shout out to the first BlimeyCon. And I don't know, maybe this expectation is a little bit unrealistic. I mean, again, I don't really know. I've never been on campus. Technically, I have stepped foot in a public school, but that was once for a photo, like, I was assisting a, it was it? This was many years ago, sorry. I was like assisting a photographer with shooting advertisements for the school, for like brochures and stuff. And that was my first time stepping foot. And I specifically remember the first time I stepped foot on the campus. I was like, wow, this is my first time stepping foot on a public school, which is a very privileged thing to say, absolutely. But yeah, I don't exactly remember what the relevance of that was. That was also that shoot was delayed because somebody stole the photographer's phone. Like, out of her pocket. Wow. I almost have respect because there was tens of thousands of dollars worth of camera gear that was just laying around. And somebody walked past her and just like swiped her phone from her pocket. Why would you take the phone and not like the $3,000 lens that nobody is paying attention to? Because iPhones have no value when they are reported stolen. They just brick. I don't know. Anywho, that kind of sounds like how Ryan met my brother, which eventually led to meeting me. Ayo! My brother was playing guitar, and it was a musicians unite kind of moment. That's so pure. I love that. I love that. That's so wholesome. Just those human connection moments right there. That is just love that. Really love that. I'm Facebook friends with a vlogger I met at Disney Springs in 2016. He's a cameraman for NBC. I just see N and C and NBC, but made high quality trip vlogs with his family. Oh, he also introduced me to Adam the Woo. Heyo. Oh, that's so great, man. It is wild, the connections that you sometimes make. And that's really awesome. Like, I don't know. I just love people, man. And I don't know, maybe, hopefully, I've talked about my extroversion, introversion shift. Maybe it's just I don't know, the more experience I have, the better. And I definitely love hanging out with people in theory at the moment. I just need to get better at it in practice. After the 1.5 years of not, it's just hard to adjust yourself to be able to again. And obviously still, be smart, stay safe, but yeah. I started public high school in my junior year, so making friends was really tough. Oof! In high school? That is really rough. Holy cow. I just kind of sat at a random table because I had no sense of high school social cues, and the people are became some of my closest friends. Oh, that's wholesome! Okay, thank you. Yeah, and my goal is to be the person that walks up to somebody sitting alone. And obviously I'm going to try and read social cues to see if they want to be left alone or if they're just awkward. But that kind of is my personal goal with that. Zimrin! Hey! Hello! So, I'm really happy for you, Stefan, but oof. First time in public school in high school, and not even as a freshman. Yikes, that sounds like a not fun time. But it worked out, and I'm really happy for you. I really, this is all giving me motivation for this. So, yeah, I'm really excited. Straight from homeschooling. You and me both, buddy. We're all in this together. Oh my gosh. Would you ever Okay, fun. I'm sorry. Your question, James, just reminded me. So, I don't know if I could because they drive UK style, where the driver sits on the right side and you drive on the left side of the road, which freaked me out when the first time that I landed there and they picked me up from the airport and I got in the car. That was Susan's cousin who drove us, and she immediately turned left onto it was nighttime too. She turned left onto the road, and I was like, oh my gosh, we're on the left side of the road. That's right. That's how they do things. I legit just instinctually panicked because I was like, we're going the wrong way down the road. It just felt weird. And of course, Susan's I was holding her hand. Yeah, cheesy. And I tensed up and she laughed because she knew. Oh my gosh. Please make a video about that. That's kind of it. But I think I mentioned that when I did Susan and I did the differences between America and Malaysia when I was in the hotel room in Tuaran. I want to say so, but yeah, okay. So I haven't made a video in a while. mostly just because I've been so stressed out with classes, and also I haven't had any particularly great ideas. I finally had a soapbox the other day when I was in the shower that I want to stand on. And can I run the idea past you? I won't go into too much detail, but the general idea is, here's my hot take, right? Here we go. If we can focus. Are we not going to focus? iPad kids is going to be this next generation's participation trophy kids. Let me explain a little bit. Because essentially my argument boils down to, you shouldn't be blaming the child who is obviously not receiving enough stimulation from his parents' parenting style. Obviously, giving undeveloped children unlimited and unobserved access to the internet is a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad idea. But it's punching down unfairly. Kind of like when men comment like fatherless actions on women's posts, as if it's the women's fault that their father left and not the father's fault. It's assigning the blame to the party that's already being damaged, right? Like, I don't disagree that it's a terrible idea to give children iPads and unlimited access to the internet. That's a horrible idea. But you shouldn't punch down on the kids for that. Punch down on the ones buying and giving the iPads to them, essentially. And then I get into, like, the new boomers are already showing their faces. TikTok dances being cringe because, God forbid, someone unironically enjoy an experience. And then I want to draw on that one Tumblr post. It's like, let people revel in their generation's joys, as we had with Snapchat and Vine, as the generation before us had with bell bottoms and drive-in movie theaters and milkshakes and I don't know, whatever other 70s stuff there is. And I totally get that I don't know what it's like to be a parent, but that's kind of the general gist. And I have to include more. That's pretty much all I wrote down when I got out of the shower. That's all I have written down. But hi, okay, sorry. Holton, hey, and Fedra, yo. I don't know, man. TikTok is better Vine. I high-key agree with you there. TikTok is so much better. Yes, if kids have the internet, they may find Chris and lose hope in humanity. Oh! Pew, 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 pew. We need air horns. Good one. GG. well done. Anyway, so I want to like further script that out, but that's kind of the general outline that I have. I was definitely inspired by watching Inside. But yeah, so I want to film a video this week. I haven't yet. I probably shouldn't have said it all to you. But you know what? Oh well. I want a 5 years in California video. That's right! Crap, I forgot about that. Yeah, holy moly. And just like how much has changed in my personal life, in just this community, because a lot of change has happened. This is definitely not the same community. This is not the original PDC. I don't know. I think it's still really neat. Fader, I actually made it to a stream. I know. Who are you? Who is this stranger in the chat? But yeah, that's just kind of like, I don't know, it's really interesting to think about how much has changed in the past 5 years. And what's really wild is I don't know, just like 5 years simultaneously feels like so long and like no time at all. Like you can think it's 5 Christmases and it feels like nothing. Hey! welcome to Empa. I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but welcome. It's crazy how much can change in 5 years. Truly, think about the person that you were 5 years ago. It's wild because I feel like I was the same, but then I look back on pictures and video and I'm like, holy cow, I am not the same person as I was in 2016 at all. Hopefully in a positive way. I don't know. I'm just playing Civ 6 with Jack and my wife, and friends support friends. I appreciate right there. Thank you, Gus and Eddie. That's been my latest podcast obsession, has been the Gus and Eddie podcast. But yeah, oops, what just dinged? Oh, Susan texted me. I can't talk. Oh, she just saw the Spider-Man trailer. She's spamming right now, just like, ah! Which is a very appropriate reaction right there. Oh, hey Holden, it takes one to know one. That didn't quite work grammatically, but you get what I'm saying. Thank you. 5 years is a long time for me. It's a little less than a third of my life. Wow. Yeah. And that time will... Oh my gosh. I really am an old person. When I say, like, it will seem like less and less time. Oh my gosh. I remember my mom saying that and being like, yeah, okay, sounds like something an old person would say. Yet here we are. I saw the trailer for No Way Home, and I'm confused, excited, and nervous. Yeah, me. Oh my gosh. I won't spoil the trailer if you haven't seen it because it just dropped. I didn't believe a lot of the rumors. I thought that's just hype that got overhyped. Okay, can we spoil a little bit from the trailer? I mean, you can probably figure out just from context clues at this point. But I was like, yeah, there's no way that any of the rumors are actually true. Like, that's definitely just a fan theory that got way out of control. There's no way that's actually going to happen. And I was like, and then there's no way, like, there's no way. I was wrong. What? I was fully expecting, like, oh, this movie's gonna bomb because everybody has these crazy expectations. That's not at all going to be how the movie goes. And I was so aggressively wrong. My students make me feel old. Yeah, it is wild to think. You remember in like when you were their age, and how you thought that you were like fully grown, and then you see and you're like, oh my gosh. It is super weird. 5 years ago, you had a totally different vibe then. I think that's complimenting me now. I'm not sure. Maybe it's not. Excuse me. I just knew you as Joe's friend, very fair, and tuned into your stream and we argued about maturity. Really? A month before you moved, I think. Wow, back in the old blue room. That is no longer there. Remember when I hung up? I wanted these fairy lights, right? But I didn't have any, so I just hung up legit Christmas lights. As in, I didn't, I went to, where did I get those? Lowe's. And bought Christmas lights to hang up in the background. And just hung them up on the wall, I think with push pins? Maybe nails. No, they would have been push pins. Wow. And then throwback to my dad selling that house and moving when I was here. And so my first, maybe not my first, one of my earliest trips back to North Carolina, I didn't know what the address was of my family's house that I was staying at. Because, like, my dad picked me up from the airport, and we went to the house, but I just didn't think to ask for the address. Yeah, so anyway. Time seems to go faster when you're sleep deprived and super busy. Yerp, can confirm. It's already the 23rd of August. It's almost September. September 2021 is coming up on over. I'm sorry. Was it not just 2020? 2021 still feels like the new year for me, not like the old it's almost over year. I'm sorry. That's just friggin' bananas. So there's a thought for you if you just want to feel old. 10 years ago today, the East Coast earthquake hit. Really? 2011? I do remember that. It was very mild where we were. It must not have been for you, because you were closer to the epicenter. We were far in NC. I do remember, yeah, because we were on our second, no, I'm sorry, we were homeschooling, right? Was it during the day? Yeah. And I didn't really notice it at all, but my mom did. And she was like, kids, there's an earthquake. Everybody get downstairs, like get to the ground level. And I was like, there's not an earthquake. I don't see anything. I just couldn't process it. Or couldn't perceive it. But she sure could. Wow. I haven't thought about that in a hot minute. That's at least how it affected us, but I'm sure for many, many, many people it affected them significantly more seriously. Can you make my dog poop faster? He's taking forever and I'm getting bit by mosquitoes. Okay. You put the volume all the way up and hold it closer to him. Hey, it's time to poop. Gotta poop. Gotta go inside. Wanna poop? Poop. That's my dog voice. Audra, hi! Time's continuing to move along, and my brain has decided that that wasn't an important thing to process. Just what you just experienced? Very fair. You're Chris. Best comment right there. Your mom knows that earth-shaking feeling. Yes, my mother was born and raised in California. That's friggin' hilarious. Best comment of the night right there. That is true. Also, my mother, bless her heart, she is the sweetest person you will ever meet. She drives like she still lives in LA. I'll just say that. I love you, Mom, with all of my heart. The South is not the place for you to drive. He licked my phone and it's slobbery. Oh my. I know, I've heard many a rant from my mom about like, come on, Granny, I know you're late for church, but let's go! Which is so funny because my mother is the last person on earth that you would expect to like, for road rage to come from. She is so sweet and so wholesome. Except when she's behind the wheel and the person in front of her is going slow. I'm sorry, that was a whole thing that had no relevance to us whatsoever. Oh yeah, our foundation cracked. Holy cow. I also went to City Hall that night for a scout project about local government and we kept having aftershocks. Jeez Louise. Yeah, okay, maybe I shouldn't have like made so light of that earthquake because yeah, the thing is, like, the South is not designed for earthquakes, right? Like, the infrastructure is definitely not just set up for them. It's set up for rain in a way that SoCal is not, Like whenever it rains hard, we have a lot of like roads flooding and stuff. But we're at least pretty set on earthquakes. Although I know me personally, I probably need to secure a few things in my bedroom in case of an earthquake. Is Cass here anywhere? She will not be able to make it tonight, but she did send me a Cass fact. So we will have a Cass fact. I have it here, but I haven't really read it yet. So I've been saving it for this. I laughed when you said that thing about your mom's driving. I still drive like I live between two cornfields very timidly. Though I'm still getting used to driving in traffic. Wait, did you like, how far did you move? I guess that's a conversation for off public. Where do you live right now? Tell me your address publicly. But I'm curious. We'll talk about that. If you're down, because I just realized I don't know exactly too much about where you live. Hey Chris, did you watch The Chosen yet? I haven't. I'm sorry. I haven't really watched a lot of movies. This week was my final week for one of my classes, my summer classes, and that was nuts stress. That was absolutely absurd stress. But I did it! Okay, I know, Cass fact, but I just wanted to like brag for a sec. I finished my class with a final score of 96! 96! And I'm proud of that. So yeah. Okay, now it is time for the castless fact. A moment of silence for our missing Cass. Okay, are you ready for the Cass fact? This is not an active Cass fact. This is a past tense. So this Cass fact is like finding a message in a bottle that has been carried throughout the ocean. It finally arrives on your doorstep and you open it up purely out of curiosity. And it simply says, Cass fact. I'm sorry, hang on, let me read. She said, yeah, I won't be able to attend the stream tonight, but I did want to give you a Cass fact to share with everybody. Cass fact, all caps. The Red Baron of Snoopy fame, that's not in here, I just added that, a World War I pilot, flew missions with his Great Dane, Moritz, next to him. Really? That's so cute. I actually don't know very much about the Red Baron. I know nothing about the Red Baron, except for he was Snoopy's antagonist. So I don't know if which side he was on. So maybe it's inappropriate for me to say that that's really cute. That's really cute. I should Google before I what's the word? Make somebody who was a terrible person seem really nice, or vice versa. The German Air Force during World War I. Not World War II, excuse me, I was thinking World War II. But wow, okay, today we learned. Okay. I apparently need to study my World War I history better. He had the record for the most planes shot down in also, hi Ryan, I'm sorry. He had the record for most planes shot down in World War I, 80. Jeez Louise. He was a German pilot and was shot down by an American named Charles Brown. Wait, I'm sorry. Is that true? He was shot down by Charles Brown? That adds a whole other element to the whole Snoopy thing. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Oh, it's the every day is a holiday, so spread some cheer throughout the year. Celebration. Hey, I'm sorry, it's been a while since I've heard that. Oh my gosh. Anyway, yes, thank you, Ryan, for providing us the national holiday of the day, which is Happy Hug Your Sweetheart Day. Aww. Thank you. Hug your sweetheart. Oh yeah, today is National Sponge Cake Day. Well, two holidays that seem on equal footing. No. But nice. Give your sweetheart a sponge cake and then hug him. Perfect. That's not how it goes, Chris. Oh no. Oh no. Cheer and let them hear. Wait, really? I actually was confident that it said throughout the year. Have I been mishearing all these years? No, I legit thought that the lyrics were spread some cheer throughout the year. Would have been a way better rhyme. It was actually cheer and let them hear. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a fake fan. Oh no. My sweetheart is my fan keeping me cool. Oof. Well, you're a fan of it. Okay, that's what it is. Cheer and let them hear about how we're hating and celebrating how all these weird, funny holidays are. Thank you. From the man, the myth, the legend himself. I'm sorry. I'm laughing because I heard that that's such a white person thing to do, to introduce people as the man, the myth, the legend. And I've realized how often I do it. And it's yeah, fair. Yep. Just like that when you're leaving somewhere, it's just welp. Totally do. Although I think that welp is more of a Midwest thing, which I'm not sure. Maybe I picked that up from the Matlocks. Scott Sterling. That is in fact a major throwback. Sorry, that was multiple tangents just happened all at once. I don't know where that was all about. But yeah. Thank you. I guess I should probably start wrapping this up here. But thank you so much just for making my night. I love these, and I should be able to continue these during in-person classes. In fact, I should have stories to hopefully share. That's been my big thing. Is I'm out of stories in my life, and haven't had a lot of things happen recently, so I'm hoping that in-person experiences I'll have some stories to share with you. So that should be fun. Opinions on citrus fruit? Good. Lemon? Amazing. I've heard my mother used to, because we have a lemon tree in the back of this house, and she grew up coming here. So she would take a lemon, cut it in half, take a bowl, fill a bowl up with sugar, and dip the lemon in the sugar and then lick the sugar off. And apparently the you're licking a lemon, so you get a lot of tart, but you're licking so much sugar that it balances out. So I can't personally vouch for that. I haven't tried that yet, although I should. But there's a suggestion for you. I don't remember why I told that story. Oh, well, thank you. This stream went by way too fast, just like 2021 so far. Truly. Honestly. Absolutely. No lie, my mouth just started to water from the lemon story. I really want to try it now. I love sour things. Oh, sour heads? Is that what they're called? No, warheads. The sour candy. My mouth is watering. Just thinking about it now. Your mom would never do that today. True. Very true. Not all the sugar. I've still been obsessed with those fruit smoothies, by the way. That's been my thing every morning. Is start out with a fruit smoothie and a bit of cold brew coffee. Feeling pretty good. So yeah, I hope that you have an absolutely amazingly wonderfully wonderful rest of your week. That sounded like something that Winnie the Pooh would say. Wonderfully wonderful. And I will see you next week will it be next week in-person classes? Yes. I will hopefully see you with stories in a week. I'm so excited. Fruit smoothies are amazing. Hubby makes fantastic smoothies. I believe it. Okay, my goal in life is to at some point try a Ryan smoothie. Ever have cherry sour balls? I don't think so. The name doesn't sound familiar, but I'm very curious. Imagine throwing one of those in a smoothie, add a little bit of sour. That probably would not taste good. Actually, never mind. That's a terrible idea. Don't do that. Anyway, I'll see you next week. Thank you. I wish you all the best and wish me luck. Wish me making friends. And in the meantime, please come over anytime. I'll make you one. Well, JK, that is a long walk. That's how you know I'm getting old, is I go when I sit down now. I'll see you next week. I think I just did the burp. Nope. Oh, that was it? After all of that, the entire stream, it was that? Okay. Stay positive. I'm sorry for the disappointing burp. And more importantly, stay wiped. Heyo, when are you gonna upload a new vlog? New vlog? Okay, actually, real quick before we go, I did want to just address this. I haven't posted anything on the vlog channel simply because I haven't gone anywhere. And I'm also kind of nervous to make one of the same quality as the Malaysia vlogs now. I feel like it has to be that kind of high quality, and I just feel very intimidated by that thought. So I thought about releasing one that was just kind of casual, more like documenting the experience in the same way that like a dad with a camcorder would, and that like the goal of not to recreate anything but just to film things as they happen. So like not shots of me getting out of the car that are staged, but like genuinely just film if I'm getting out of the car and interacting with people. Have them focus a lot more on interaction than aesthetics. Those are some thoughts. Anyway, when something interesting happens, because I don't want to just make fluff. I want to make your time worth it, because I really truly do value your time. Okay. Anyway, but thank you. I do want to. First day of school vlog. I'm not sure if I can film a lot on campus, but that's definitely a thought that I've had. Okay. Stay wiped, stay positive. Bye! Thank you for letting me go on that little ramble. Stay wiped!